Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. I have a subscriber request for a quick and easy animal themed bow. We are going to be doing a lotus bow, and we will be using a animal print from Ribbon and Bows Oh My. I will link this down below. The print is called, I'm not 100% sure because it's not on the roll, but I will link this down below for you. This is a 20-yard roll. I tend to like to buy the prints that sell a lot in bulk. What you are going to need are 2 pieces of 4-inch long, 1.5-inch wide grosgrain. 2 pieces of 8-inch long, 1.5-inch wide grosgrain. I have already pre-creased mine, as you can see. You are going to need the spikes and the center wrap for a medium French bow. I will link the templates down below. A piece of ribbon to line just the top of the clip of your choice. I am using a 1 3/4 inch alligator clip. Helpful but not needed are some clips. I'm going to be using double prong and a pair of pliers. You are also going to need needle and thread, pair of scissors, and your handy dandy trusted glue gun. I am going to knot my thread because apparently I forgot to do that. This is a very quick and easy bow. It doesn't take a huge amount of skill. So this is a good one to not start off with, but do in the beginning. Okay. I know what clips I'm going to need for this, so I am going to yank them out now. We're going to start off with these parts, these pieces, which are the top parts of this bow. And it is just forming one kanzashi flower petal. So that's what you're doing. I will show you again. You fold at a angle just like that. And then you're going to fold the right hand side over to meet in the middle. And for this, you're also going to need a lighter because I forgot to mention that, and these need a quick heat seal. Alright, so you're going to want to do a fold like that, and I clip fairly off to the side. This way it allows me to stitch. And to reverse the print, where you have this one as your right, you're going to take this and you are going to fold up and to the left as opposed to down and to the right with the previous one. This will reverse and make it so that it mirrors on your left hand side. And then I fold up in the middle and then down each side. Again, taking a clip, clipping it pretty far back. Make sure all of your ends are even. I'm going to put those off to the side so that I can do this and we can do all of the sewing in one shot. There went one of my ring lights. This one's been a little finicky. Sorry about that. I'm going to fold over about 1.5 inches. Push the middle of the overlapped ribbons down onto that crease that we made. And just like that, you're going to fold down the middle. And make the same accordion fold. It's really helpful when these do all of the same folds. It becomes like second nature. You're going to clip it. Keep mind of your print. So the foxes face up. I want to make sure that when I'm doing this, the foxes are facing up in the prints as well. So that's going to be the bottom. You won't see too much of this, but if there is a major print to it, you're going to want to make sure that they line up between here and here. This is just a piece of faux leather. It's kind of like a pebbly faux leather, but you can find orange packs on Amazon. I will do my best to link a couple of them down below as well. Now the reason why I stagger the clips like this to where the top loop has that part facing up and the bottom one has that part facing down is because, oops, I grabbed the wrong one. I was trying to figure out why it didn't fit together. You can put the two clips together. And that is where the single prong comes in, because you can clip those two clips together, and now all of a sudden they are held together. Makes it so much easier to sew. Speaking of sewing, we're going to get right to that. For this one, it's just, you're going to run the needle up through the center. For some reason my needle is bent, so we have to kind of finesse it a little bit. This is my sign that I really need to go buy some more doll needles. I have regular ones. I just prefer the doll needles. They're longer. There we go. Bring it up through the middle. These are going to shift. It's not a really huge deal. Sometimes if it's hard to pull it up through, this is where one of the times that the pliers come in handy. You can grab the needle and just yank. Now, while this is all still together, I like to wrap my thread around at least once. And then you can take the clips off, because once you do, everything is still going to stay together. And you're going to wrap the thread around a couple more times. I usually advocate for 4. It gives it a nice tight bond. I usually put 2 knots in this because it's just going to get glued down, and the glue is going to end up going right over the knot, so I'm not too worried about more knots than that. But that is the base to this bow. And we are going to quick knot the thread off. And we're going to sew up the topper of this bow and then assemble all of it. Now for the topper, I will pick one side, usually the left, start off in the back. And then you want to bring the right hand side over and reverse it. So where you sewed from the bottom to the top on the left, you're going to go top to bottom on the right. And you're gonna keep moving forward. You're gonna take a stitch in the middle. And then a stitch on the other side. This would be the front. And then I will run it through the front left side one more time, because this allows me to knot the thread off easier. Wrap it around a few times, pull your needle through, trim off the excess thread and take the clips off. Now you have all of your pieces ready to go. The first step I like to take is to glue the ribbon onto the clip. So put a line of glue. You can use double-sided tape. That is entirely up to you. And I lay the clip down on the thread on the table. Not the thread, the ribbon. Clip down on the ribbon on the table. This way it gives me a little bit more leverage to push down to ensure that it adheres properly. And then I clip off any excess ribbon, heat sealing as we go. And now I am going, this just gives a better surface for the base of the bow to connect to. I find I have a lot of trouble when I'm trying to glue metal to the base bow. It doesn't like to stay all the time. Once I make sure that the center is adhered, I will flip over and pinch these two. Just kind of press down to make sure that it firmly adheres. All right, that is the base bow on the clip. We are going to put that aside and let that set. You're going to take the spike from the medium French bow that, again, I will link the templates down below for you guys. Run a line of glue across that, and you're going to adhere the topper to it. And I will stick my fingers inside and press down, just to make sure that we have a nice stick to it. All right, and that's next step. We're going to come around and glue the center wrap to the inside back of the bow, inside the clip. And then just press down with your fingers really good. I like to do it when it's at this stage so that I can pinch the front. Give as much pressure as possible. And then you glue the topper and the spikes to the base bow. I know you can see a lot of thread right now, but don't worry, you are not going to see that once we finish wrapping the center. So you're going to hold down, push down as much as you can without ruining the bow, just to make sure there is the proper adhesion going on. And then I will take that center wrap that we glued to the inside of the clip. I was going to take a slight amount of finessing, because this is pretty wide and a tight surface, tight space in which to go through. I don't know why the template came with such a thick center wrap, but that's what it came with. And I open up the clip and put it in there without gluing it in, because this is where another part where your pliers come in handy. Just to make sure that you have it as tight as possible, I'll open the clip just slightly, and I'll take the pliers and pull on the center wrap. It's going to look a little messed up. You'll be able to fix that. Just amount of shimmying and getting it resituated. All right, once you like what you are looking at, it is time to glue the center wrap. Sorry, I have my window open. If you can hear road noises, that's exactly what it is. Pinch a little bit of glue. You can use the pliers again to pull, just to make sure it hasn't slipped back. And then you trim off the excess. You can use your lighter at this point just to heat seal the ends. Press it down. It helps blend it in seamlessly. But there you go. There is the animal themed, quick, easy, simple, small bow. They look great alone, or they also work really great as pigtail bows. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this, please like, share if you know somebody who will enjoy this. Make sure to click the subscribe button right next to that so you're notified. Click the subscribe button and then click the bell button next to it. Set your notifications to all so you're notified every time I upload a new video. If you have any questions or comments, please leave those down in the comment section below. If you have a request for another tutorial or a theme, please leave that down below, or contact us via Instagram, which is in the link in the description box. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you again next week. Bye.